So remember earlier I was talking about making these macros basically do themselves. Well, I think I pulled it off. Right now, Carl is pretty much doing all these macros to heal himself. I mean, not to heal him, but to upgrade my enhancing on his own. Well, not exactly on his own. I'm using a Arduino microcontroller to do the work for me. I know this looks kind of like a mess. It was hastily put together. Most of it put together right over there. Solder around, I need to turn that off. But basically that blue board right there with the cable, USB cable coming out, is controlling this here relay. And this relay is a switch. It's an electronic switch. So the device tells the switch to turn on, which then connects two wires, and those two wires are connected to this board. Now you might be wondering, what the hell is this board? Well, this board is the remnants of a keyboard that I took apart. Took apart the keyboard when I got home. There was nothing wrong with the keyboard. It's actually a nice keyboard. I like the keyboard. But I got another one, so that's just there. I took that out of the garage. But so I took it apart, figured out what keys went to what, at least the ones that I needed, and found out what pins those correspond to. Mapped them out. Did some tests by itself, just by connecting those two pins. Basically, it's like a code. So whatever pin associated with this group of pins over here makes a code, a unique code, and so there you get different combinations make different keys. Well, found out that these two, this green wire and this black wire, when they come together, they make print screen. I already set the macros on here for print screen to be equal to control 2, which is just a macro section that I create. As you see, he's just doing this on his own. Well, after hooking it up with this relay, basically having it turn on and turn off at a given interval. I had the time first, after building this macro, how long it was going to take for the macro to complete. So you know, because if you don't do that and you try to press the macro before the other macros finish, you screw up the sequence. It's going to give you can't cast right now, or it's going to stop the macro from proceeding as original plan and interrupt it with the new one. And that could be good or bad depending on if the different spells are doing different things. In the case of here, these spells are all doing the same thing, which is enhancing. But say I wanted cure a healing spell and 2 enhancing. Well, if I screw up the macro and try to interrupt it, it might never do the enhancing, because it might just keep doing the healing because it keeps interrupting before the enhancement starts. And well, that would be not what I want. So what I have here is this code. I didn't really write the whole code. I just changed a small parameter on it, 2 small parameters of a blink program that was given to me. That came. It's one of the ones that comes with the Arduino. And it's designed so you can hook up LED and make the LED blink. Well, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just making a relay blink. That's all. I changed the pin from 13 to 8 because that's the one I want to use. Didn't have to do that. And then the most important thing was in here was the timing. The timing for on and off. High is on, low is off. So I changed it to 17 seconds on, which is what that translates to. How do I know? Because I timed it on my phone. So it's 17 seconds. Which just turns out I need about 16 seconds on here. And actually it seems to be timed just right, because as soon as it finishes the last one, which is shell, it immediately kicks into the macro again. So the timing is pretty good. As you can see from the top screen when you saw that bar come up, that was the macro activating. So I'm going to go ahead and put refresh on, because right now it may be kind of hard to see, but It's gonna run out of MP if I don't put on refresh. But I'm glad to see it work. This is only the first step. This is only the first macro. I guess I plan on making more macros, and I can set this up so it could just chain different macros all day in an infinite loop. And it's hooked to USB right now just for power. I don't have to power by USB. I can power this thing by a battery, which is what I tend to do. So I can actually just have this stacked away somewhere under the desk, or even just have a switch right here. I can just turn it on and just say go, and it'll just do these macros while I'm sleeping. Alright, there you go.